What's up guys, my name's Levi, this is Shred Shop Connect You to Skateboarding, and today we're talking about the brand new DBX Technology boards from Antihero, Krooked, and Real. The thing is, you've probably seen a bunch of videos floating around on the internet about these basalt boards, but there's not really that much information in them. We had the opportunity to interview some of the head product designers at Deluxe about how these DBX boards came to be. In this video, we're going to talk about how these boards came about, what is basalt and why it's good for skateboards, the breakdown of the construction, what team riders are riding these boards and saying about them, and of course, much more. In May 2020, the crew at Deluxe set out to make a better skateboard. They weren't really sure what that meant at the time, but they were on a journey. Basically, the thought was that all these other companies have a tech board out and Deluxe doesn't. So they started the conversation. What is a tech board and why do we need it? And so after 5 years of these being in the making, they're finally hitting the market and we're stoked to talk about them. Clifton, one of the head product designers at Deluxe, said, we could make an unbreakable board that doesn't feel great, or we could make a very strong board that feels amazing. So that's what they decided to do. They set out to make a high performance board that felt great and stayed poppy longer.
That's like the biggest difference. It's like the flip tricks. It'll like hit my feet faster.
But they were very adamant that they weren't setting out to make the unbreakable board. How they landed at this decision is that after talking to all their team riders, they realized that the majority of them said there should be a time when your board does break. If you're jumping down something huge or you're putting your board to the ultimate test, it should break in those moments so that it's not your body breaking. And the thing is, by making a high performance board versus an unbreakable one, you could still have a board that feels like a real skateboard and not like a rigid piece of garbage. So along this journey, they tried a bunch of different materials in the boards to see what they liked. But they definitely realized that carbon fiber or fiberglass was not for them because one, the boards didn't feel normal. And two, as the board started to wear down, you would get fiberglass slivers. Some people hate grip thumb. Imagine fiberglass slivers in your grip thumb. They even tried hemp and bamboo plies on different boards, but they realized this just brought the cost of the board way up and it didn't really make the board last longer or any stronger. Until someone from the factory came to them and said, hey, there's this ingredient or this product that you can put into boards. It's called basalt. And they use it in high-end snowboards and surfboards. It's kind of like fiberglass, but totally different. You should check it out. So they decided to try it. We looked into it. What is basalt? Basalt is basically a rock that is formed by rapid cooling lava. It's the most common volcanic rock on Earth, and you can find it on land or in the ocean. And it's used a lot in the construction industry because of its durability and strength. So this volcanic rock gets melted down and turned into threads, and it's woven into cloth. So in theory, it's a really similar product to carbon fiber, but as we said before, it doesn't give you slivers, which is so nice. So now let's talk about the fun stuff. Let's get into the construction process and the manufacturing breakdown of the boards. The breakdown of the plies in the board is 4 regular maple plies, 3 basalt plies, and 2 thin maple plies. Yes, 9 plies. But because so many of the plies are thinner, it's actually still lighter and thinner than a regular maple board. So starting from the top is a thin maple ply, then a basalt ply, then 2 regular maple plies, then another basalt ply, then 2 regular maple plies, then another basalt ply, and then a thin maple ply. So by having maple on the top and the bottom, it still gives a wooden skateboard feel, which was very important to them. And as you pick it up and try it yourself, you're gonna realize it's very important to you too. It's also interesting to note that these DBX boards are pressed with an epoxy resin, whereas the normal 7-ply maple boards that are made by Krooked, Antihero, and Real are made with a standard wood glue. Something that's really important about these boards too is that a normal set of boards is made in a stack of 5. They're pressed in a stack of 5. So basically the top board and the bottom board are going to be the steepest concave because they're pressed by a form, whereas the middle boards get mellower and mellower. These boards are made one at a time. So every single time it is exactly the shape that they intended to make. Also, a stack of 5 boards is pressed for 5 minutes. So you get 5 minutes of shape in them. These boards are pressed for 1 full hour. So the way that the resin sets, it is set in stone. It's made to go, let's go baby. When we were researching basalt as a product or material, we learned that surfboard manufacturers said that basalt is stronger than carbon fiber and it's way more sustainable. Go green. The next thing we're talking about is the team. We can talk all day about the tech, but until you hear the testimonials from the pros that are actually using it, that's when you fall in love with something. So when they started making these basalt boards with the right amount of plies, the right shape, the right epoxies, all that, they sent them out to the team, and Julian Stranger sent back, "This is the only board that I will ever ride ever again." And now they have a bunch of team riders riding them, like Grant Taylor, Mason Silva, Shad Ware, Mike Anderson, and Frank Gerwer. It's actually crazy. Frank Gerwer likes these boards so much, but they're so hard to get right now. He's actually been re-gripping his same board 3 or 4 times just so he can reuse it and keep using this board. If that doesn't speak to the firmness of the deck, basically that the board outlasts the grip tape, that's pretty crazy. These things are so hard to get right now. We had a first batch come in, they sold out instantly, and then we had to wait for a long time, but we got more coming in soon. Guys, I'm Levi, this is Shred Shop, connect you to skateboarding, and you just watched a first look at the deluxe DBX Technology boards. What do you guys think about this technology? Is this something you would skate? Let us know below. What's your guys' thought on skateboard tech boards? Have you guys skated the Powell Flight decks, the Santa Cruz VX decks, the Girl Pop Secret boards? Do we need another one? Let us know below. What do you guys think? Let us know below. What's your favorite board and what board are you riding right now? Stay tuned for comment of the week. Oh, we got a spicy one for you, my guys. This one is on our video called The Slop. It's basically a video of a bunch of pros reading mean or funny comments about them off the internet, and then they clap back and make fun and rip into those people. This comment is from Skate Chatham, or Skate Chafing. He says, he's talking about me, Levi, unless you're being swarmed by flies, there's no need to wave your arms around that much while you talk. The serious hilarious, can't wait to see more. Listen, bud, you ever been on camera ever before? Life gets pretty darn boring. You just gotta spice it up a bit. For you, the juicy hunk boys.